Alright, man, I'm here with Alex. Nice to meet you, man.
Alright, how you doing, my dude?
Of course, man, of course.
Good to meet
so he's
you.
squatting, what is that?
So this is 551. I forgot what it is in kilos because I know where you're from. You guys know kilos, right?
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, if you're watching the video, just divide 551 by 2.2 and there you got the kilos.
Yeah, we tried to, but our maths wasn't quite that good. Like, so what would you recommend for a new lifter kind of going into squatting? Well, the fundamental, the mechanics of how to kind of up your squat in not the shortest amount of time, but the most efficient amount of time.
So honestly, if you're already not, I would start by squatting twice a week. I know a lot of people when it comes to compounds like the deadlift or the squat, they're afraid of doing it more than once a week, so they do it literally once a week.
Yeah.
Squatting, I recommend 2 times. There's some people that even get away with 3 times a week. Okay. It's all about basically playing with your frequencies and your volume in training, right? So I would recommend, if you're not already doing it, start with 2 sets. Have a primary day and a secondary day. Meaning on the primary day, you put all your eggs in one basket because you're going to push. On your secondary day, you're not doing that. Because if you're pushing as hard as you're on the first day, you're going to be taxed, right? You might not recover by next week or in the next 2 weeks. So that's the purpose of distinguishing the 2 days, right?
Okay.
Usually that primary day, you want to play around with volume depending how you're setting up your programming. If it's a 12-week program, 16-week program, you never know, right?
Yeah.
Experimenting with volume where you can push volume, meaning sets of 6 to 8 repetitions, sometime 9 repetitions for about 2 to 3 months. You can play around with 3 sets, 4 sets on that primary day, right? Then you want to play around by dropping the volume, which can be now sets of 4 to 6 reps. And then obviously you can get away with 3 sets, 4 sets, sometimes even 5 if you even drop it to triples, right? It's all about knowing pushing the volume but with a moderate weight load, and then knowing when to cut the volume and distinguishing it with pushing heavy weight loads, meaning a higher intensity, but with less reps, right?
Yeah.
That secondary day is always there just to basically aid you so you're not losing your mechanics, that way it's not like you're losing your muscle memory if you only squat once a week and it feels unwobbly. Same time, it's there to help you recover, right? So there you want to go on easier days, meaning RP 6 at 7 at most. If we're talking about percentage training for some individuals, no more than 60 to 70% of your 1RM, right?
Yeah.
And then that can be sets of 3 to 4, 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 6. It's an easy secondary day.
Right.
But if you train like that, distinguishing, knowing how long to push volume, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, then knowing when to drop it and push the intensity, that's how you can truly see how strong you got.
Yeah, and there's the difference between low bar and high bar. Is that detrimental?
Yeah, so that's another thing. So with some individuals, if you're not experienced, but if you are experienced, let's say, how I've been programmed at times, or I program clients on that primary day, if you're a stronger low bar squatter, you squat low bar. On that secondary day, if you want, you can use high bar as an aided lift. And then that's when other people experiment with adding chains to bars. I'm assuming you've seen. People will add bands to it. Or people get the SSB squat bar or front squat, right? That's what the secondary day is for. Or if you squat high bar on the primary day, people squat low bar on the secondary day.
Oh shit, all right. Would you be able to give us a little example of, I know it's a have a lot of weight. What is it, 4?
So 551 pounds is
230 kg?
250 kg.
250.
Yeah, right? Let me make sure. Divided by 2.2. Yeah. This is my deload week. I mean, it's supposed to be easier.
So what would you squat on a normal day?
On a primary day, above 600 pounds. Just depends. Right now, I mean, we're getting closer to prep, so the stress on my body's higher, so I feel weaker. That's because we're pushing volume, right? As I mentioned. Then you cut the volume. You see how strong you get when you start, getting deeper into prep.
And are you carb loading now, just to kind of get some mastery, trying to stay in the same weight category, or?
Well, before I used to be on the diet where, I was tracking everything when it came to fats, proteins, and carbs. Right now, my only concern is realistically protein. I'm just basically eating what I want now since I don't have to cut weight since I moved up a weight class. But generally, I know I'm consuming about 32 to 4,000 calories a day. 3,200 to 4,000. Protein's always around 230 to 250 grams, and then we distribute the rest through fats and carbs. Carbs, though, I generally never like to train under 300 grams, though. I personally feel weak. Other people feel strong. Other people may feel the same as me.
Well, I had a period of when I was training in my first 16 to 17 where I was eating 5K a day for 5 months. Obviously, I felt like shit through that whole time. But I was eating 3 to 350 carbs. I was trying to get my protein to 220 to 250. Is that too much for a below 18-year-old, or is that?
Honestly, no, because I know people there's a lot of articles. Obviously, you don't got to quote me on this, everyone at the end of the day is going to have their own opinion, but to me at least, it doesn't matter about your age when it comes to doing calorie counts. To me personally, because everyone's different genetically, whether you're tall, big, muscular, not muscular, old, young, it just comes down to your metabolism, right? So if you're able to consume it and put on some good muscle and get strong, props to you, right? Other people wouldn't benefit from that, right? Other people may need more or less, right?
One last thing. So the whole concept of like overtraining, when someone said, if I post like a video and people are like, right, you're doing too much, but if it's like tailored to me, how do like, surely that's fine. Like everyone finds like their own like medium point.
Everyone's different. Some people, it's like when we talked about volume. Some people need that volume, and usually you'll look into that with smaller lifters, meaning if they're under 230 pounds, let's say. Some people need that extra volume, or genetically, let's say you need 4 months worth of volume if you're doing something crazy with the dumbbells or a machine, right? One person might literally fold in half and be fatigued within 2 months of doing your program. If this is what you need to grow and to get stronger, then that's what you need, right? That's where people get a coach, and then that's when your coach figures out, okay, I can push this guy for 3 months, well, this guy can only do 4 months. But on this lift, he can do 5 months, while this guy can do 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But overtraining, honestly, I know there's a lot of mixed opinions on it. For compounds, I believe you shouldn't do overtraining if you're trying to get strong. If you're trying to grow, like bodybuilding, why not? It's volume. That's how you grow your muscle, right? Accessories, I feel like overtraining's fine, but you have to know when to distinguish a deload week. Meaning a week where you recover, you prioritize doing less weight, doing less volume. That way you can go back to your overtraining for another month or two, because if you never take that small week of a break, which everyone needs, and I know people will say, oh, that's not true. I believe you do. You will feel better the next week, and if not, the following week after you took that deload.
And also, so if you were to like look at me when I came to, I say I'm like 18 years old, would you be like, this guy's been training for like 3 years, or he's jumped on steroids? Do I look like I'm like big enough to be considered on steroids or not?
Yeah, honestly, I would say, because you said you're 18. You said you're 18?
Yes.
Honestly, dude, I just seen guys nowadays. I just see dudes who are
I'm
not.
I'm not. Just to clarify.
No, but you got some good size on you.
Yeah,
because a lot of dudes nowadays look like they're 150 and below. You know.
Exactly. Well, I'm weighing like 195 at the moment.
There we go. That's a solid size. For your frame, that's how big you want to be.
Exactly.
You got a good height.
I got to cut. I'm a bit fat at the moment. I got to cut that. I don't want to do. I want the beach.
You drop to 185 to 190. You got a six pack.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly. I got some muscle underneath, so just get rid of it. Yeah.
It's just bloat, you know. That's what it is.
Exactly. Right. Can I see you do this?
Yeah. Let me just dial in.
Completed life. A professional powerlifter thinks I am on steroids. But leave in the comments whether you think I am. I'm not, but if you saw me in the gym, would you think I was or not? Because these shoulders.
Bro, I saw you in Dickens down
Alright. Those inner demons are coming out. Fuck. What is it? 500 and what? No, it's 250 kg.
No headphones and just.
He's raw dogging it. That's what it is. Like. Oh yeah. Fuck. He did say it was on a bad day as well. Right. Here we go.
This is what happens after a party.
Yeah.
He's a bit hungover, so he just.
Yeah. Brewskis with the boys now before, and he's come out and done this. Jesus.
Yeah. So he's still on low bar.
Fuck. Look at the bar, bro. Oh, what? In God's name. Peanuts! Peanuts! What the